Welcome, and thanks for your interest in operating at SFO. As a San Francisco taxi driver, you play an important role in our city and at our airport in providing safe, convenient transportation to Bay Area residents and visitors. This video will give you the information you need to know about operating at the airport and your responsibilities as a taxi driver at SFO.
When dropping off a passenger at the airport, use the departure level of the terminals. You may not pick up passengers on the departures level, and taxis are only allowed to approach the terminals on the departures level if they have a passenger in the vehicle. For picking up passengers, SFO provides taxi stands on the arrivals level of all terminals. As a San Francisco taxi driver, you have been issued an A card by SFMTA. In addition to being your permit to operate a San Francisco taxi, the A card serves as your access and payment card for the SFO taxi lot. Similar to the Bay Area's Clipper card for transit, your A card holds cash value that can be used to pay for SFO trip fees. There are 3 ways to add money to your A card. Auto load, which reloads your card automatically whenever your balance is low, making a one-time payment online, or using the add value machine in the taxi lot. To set up auto load or to add value online, use the SFO and SFMTA taxi driver web portal. Visit taxi.sfoconnect.com to register for a username and password. After logging in, you will be able to view your A-card balance and transaction history, add value to your A-card using a credit or debit card, set up auto load for your A-card, which will charge your credit or debit card to add value to your card automatically when your balance falls below $10, and submit a change of address, phone, or email to SFMTA. Alternatively, you can add value to your A-card with cash, credit, or debit card using the Add Value machine located in Lot 2. To use the Add Value machine, place your A-card on the card holder and follow the instructions on screen. Be sure to leave your card on the holder until your transaction is complete and you are instructed to remove it. Once you have money on your A-card, you will be ready to pick up passengers at SFO. To access the taxi lot, follow the signs for domestic terminals hourly parking. Use the rightmost lanes in the entry plaza, which are signed Taxis Only. Each lane has 2 card readers. Top your A card on either reader to open the gate and then proceed into the garage. Once in the garage, follow the directions of the taxi coordinators. If the taxi lot is closed, you will be directed to the exit lane where you will tap your A card to open the gate and return to the freeway. If the lot is open, a lot coordinator will direct you into the lot where you can join the line. You may leave your vehicle to use the restrooms or other facilities, but you must be back at your car ready to go when the line begins moving again. You may not leave your vehicle unattended at any time when at the terminal curbs. When directed by the dispatcher in Lot 2, you may proceed to the payment gates. When you tap your A card there, the trip fee will be deducted from your A card balance and the gate will open. Do not approach the payment gates without enough balance on your A card to pay for your trip fee, as otherwise the gate will not open. You will then proceed to Lot 1, where you will await dispatch to the terminals. When taxis are needed at the terminals, the dispatcher in Lot 1 will send taxis to either the domestic or international terminals. When directed, proceed to the terminals to join the line at the taxi stand. Be sure to follow the instructions of the curbside staff, who may direct you to another terminal as needed. If you pick up a passenger at the airport whose destination is in a city nearby to SFO, this may qualify as a short trip. A valid short trip will allow you to bypass the line in the taxi lot when you return to the airport. To participate in the short system, you will need to use the airport's TaxiQ smartphone app. This app validates your eligibility for a short trip by tracking your taxi's location within SFO's defined short trip region, or geofence. The TaxiQ app also provides you with real-time information about space availability in the taxi lot as well as flight arrival and departure information. For instructions, as well as a map of the short trip geofence, please visit sfoconnect.com/taxiq. If your TaxiQ app indicates that you have a valid short trip when you return to the airport, enter the taxi lot and proceed directly to the dispatcher in Lot 2. That dispatcher will validate your trip and allow you to proceed to the payment gates. You may then join the short line in Lot 1, which will allow you to quickly return to the taxi stands to pick up another passenger. When on airport property, taxi drivers are subject to both the California Vehicle Code and the airport's rules and regulations, which can be found on the airport's website, flysfo.com. Drivers must adhere to all signage and to the directions of airport or taxi management staff. Please note that the following activities are prohibited: littering, including feeding of birds or other wildlife; smoking, except in designated areas; cutting or bypassing the line, except if directed by staff; parking in any designated no parking zone; obstructing the flow of vehicles in the taxi lot or on airport roadways; physically handling or lifting a gate arm; fraudulently obtaining short trip privileges; violating any SFMTA regulations, including overcharging of passengers; physical or verbal altercations with other drivers or staff members; and failing to follow instructions of airport or taxi management staff. Drivers who violate airport rules and regulations are subject to the airport's progressive discipline process, which may result in suspension and/or revocation of SFO operating privileges. Moreover, drivers who damage or deface airport property will be held liable for the cost of repairs and may be subject to legal prosecution. If you have any questions about operating at SFO, please visit the Airport Taxi Office located in Garage Core B or call 650-821-2700.
Thanks for serving SFO and the millions of travelers who use SFO as their gateway to the Bay Area. We'll see you on the road.